right, so today's class is going to be a vinyasa flow class, 60-minute vinyasa flow with an emphasis on twists. So we'll do standing twists, we'll do deep-seated twists, and if you have a block, have it handy. Sometimes in our standing twists, it helps to have a little support getting more upright to keep the spine extended. And then if you have a strap for our standing balancing postures, it's good to have a little loop in the end that fits your foot. So you can just adjust your strap if you have one, and then we'll get started. So when you're ready, go ahead and come right into extended child's pose. Bringing the knees wide on your mat, toes come to touch, hips to heels. And just walk the hands forward. And let's start to connect to our breath. So inhale through the nose, fill the belly up, feel the belly expand between the legs. And then as we exhale, draw the belly button back toward the spine. So a little contraction to the core at the bottom of the exhale. Connect to your Ujjayi breath. So begin to inhale and exhale through the nose, constricting the back of the throat. Take 5 more deep breaths here in child's pose. Last full breath here. Keep the right arm extended long on the mat, and then just slide the left arm underneath the right. Come onto left shoulder and left ear. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. One more full breath. Inhale. Complete the exhale, extend the left arm long on the mat. Slide the right arm underneath the left, come onto right shoulder and right ear. Inhale. Exhale. One more full breath, inhale. Complete the exhale. Extend the right arm long. And then we're gonna stretch through our side, so start to walk the hands off to the right. Reach through the fingertips and then press back through the hip. Breathe into your left side. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands back through center and off to the left. Reach through right fingertips, press back through right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Walk back through center and press up to tabletop position. Bring the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. We'll take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, release belly, lift through crown of head, and then exhale, round. 2 more, inhale. Last full inhale into cow and exhale into cat. Inhale to tabletop position. And then tuck all 10 toes under, lift the hips high up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Release the heels down toward the floor, and then start to pedal the feet. Lifting one heel at a time. Warming up and stretching through the hamstrings. Press firmly down through the pads of the fingertips. You can sway the hips side to side. And then find a static down dog for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. You can close the eyes if you're comfortable and balanced. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Last full breath and down dog. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take our down dog into a twist. So walk your feet forward about a footprint. So we have a shortened downward facing dog, and then take the left hand toward the right ankle. Take a nice firm grip on the right ankle and start to look to the right as we draw the elbow to the left, and twisting through the spine. And then come back, place the left hand on the mat, and take the right hand to the left ankle. Get a nice firm grip. Start to look to the left as we draw the elbow to the right, looking out underneath the left arm. Inhale. Exhale. And then take that right hand back to the mat and walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat. Bend the legs, rest the torso on the thighs, take opposite hand to opposite elbow. And then if you'd like to, you can start to sway side to side, again, warming up through the hamstrings nice and gentle so you can start to bend and straighten one leg at a time. No tension in the neck. Make sure that you can wobble the head. Let the arms be very heavy. And then come back if you're swaying to a static ragdoll. So just be really heavy and hang here for another inhale. Exhale. Release the hands to the mat, heel toe the feet together, and we're just gonna slowly roll up to a stand. Arms are heavy, head comes last. And then find a nice tall mountain pose. Fingers reaching down toward the ground, crown of head lifting up. On the next inhale, both arms up overhead. And then exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Keep the hips square to the front of the mat. Good. So we're just twisting from the base of the spine through the crown of the head, using our core to help us reach that right arm further back, left arm further forward. Inhale, both arms up overhead, and then exhale, switch it out. Right arm forward, left arm back. Keep the hips squared to the front of the mat. So draw that left hip forward if it starts to creep back. So we're not twisting from the hips, we're twisting from the spine. A nice alignment. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, tall mountain, reach the arms up overhead. And this time we're gonna hinge at the hips. Come down with a flat back. Reach your fingers off to the sides. Come all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. So focusing more here on hamstring length, working towards straight legs. It's okay if they're not straight yet. You can take your hands around your ankles and start to pull your elbows off to the side, reaching the forehead, the crown of the head, down toward the toes. Take one more full breath here. Exhale. Inhale, come up to a halfway lift, monkey pose, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach through the crown of the head. Hands can be either on your block, your shins, or your quads. And if you need the block here, we're gonna come into a twist. For support, you can place it right underneath your face. It's optional, of course. If your hand comfortably reaches the floor, you can keep it there. And then we're gonna keep that right hand on the floor. Keep your hips level so you can feel your hips with your hand, and then start to twist from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head, reaching the left arm up toward the sky. Take another inhale, And then as we exhale, release that left hand down toward the floor. Switch it out, hand on the block or the floor, and then inhale, reach that right arm up. You can keep the gaze down at the floor for balance, or you can start to take your gaze towards your fingertips. Work toward keeping the hips level if possible. So we're just twisting through the spine. Inhale, exhale, release, right hand down toward the floor. Remove your block if you have your block, and then just walk your hands forward, so you're gonna come into a plank position. So walk them all the way forward, stretch it out nice and long, shoulders right over the wrists, feet right in line with the hips, gaze is forward past your fingertips, and then lower down. And take 3 rolling cobras, tops of the feet flat to the floor, and then with the breath, inhale, peel up, and then exhale, roll down at your own pace. 2 more. Nice, slow flowing motion. Inhale, elbows stay in, exhale, roll down. Okay, and we're gonna take this into a twist on the floor. So bring your right arm long, keep your left hand where it is, and then we're gonna roll to the right. Left foot's gonna come up and over, and then just release that right ear onto the mat. Inhale, exhale, roll back. Extend your left arm long, right arm underneath right shoulder, right leg up and over, plant the foot to the floor. Inhale, exhale, roll back, and then bring both hands in line with the ribs and press up to a high cobra. Okay, little soft bend in the elbows, and then we're gonna stretch through the neck. So look to the right, maybe back toward the right toes. Keep the head in line with the spine, nice extension here. And then come back through center, and then look to the left, stretching through the right side of the neck, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, come back through center, and then very slowly roll all the way down. Elbows stay in, belly first, then ribs, then chest, and then move the hands back up underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, press up through tabletop or plank, and then back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, last inhale, exhale, 3, look toward the front of your mat, walk your feet to meet your hands this time, coming to the front, forward fold, exhale. Bring your toes and heels to touch, little space between your heels so the sides of your feet are parallel to the sides of your mat, and then sit your hips low and reach your arms high. Coming into Uttanasana, chair pose, bring the weight back in the heels so that you can wiggle the toes, keep the biceps in line with the ears. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale here, and then as we exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. Left elbow hooking to the outside of the right knee. Bring the thumbs toward the sternum, twisting from the base of the spine. Inhale, exhale. Come back through center, and as we exhale, twist to the left, bringing right elbow toward left knee. Thumbs towards sternum, sternum towards thumbs. Inhale, exhale. Back through center, inhale, and then forward fold, exhale. On the next inhale, come all the way up, tall mountain. And then just breath to movement here. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift through the heart. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Inhale, step back plank pose. And then exhale, chaturanga, come halfway down. Keep that chest shining forward, elbows in, grazing the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Release the back knee down toward the floor. Toes can stay tucked under or flat, your choice. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Hold here for another breath, reaching through the fingertips, sinking down through the hips. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart, twist. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Draw the thumbs toward the sternum. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, even though they're not touching. So we're bringing everything into the center. One more full breath. Unwind and place your hands on the floor. Tuck your toes under, lift your knee up. And then keeping the left hand where it is, we're gonna bring that right arm up. So now we're in twisting lunge. You can look up toward the fingertips if we're comfortable. One more full breath, inhale. Exhale, release hands to the floor. And then extended pyramid pose, bring that right leg towards straight. Forward fold over the right leg, draw the right hip back, left hip forward. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One full breath, inhale. Exhale. Left leg, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Bring that right knee down toward the floor. And lift both arms up overhead. Take another full breath here as we sink into the hips. Reach up through the fingertips, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, twist. Right elbow to left knee. Hold here. Press the palms of the hands towards one another to deepen into the twist, drawing that sternum toward the thumbs. Gaze can be wherever's comfortable, to the floor for balance, or maybe up. Keeping the head in line with the spine, just rotating, shifting your gaze. And then unwind. Release the hands to the floor. Lift your right knee off the floor. Keep your right hand where it is, and then sweep that left arm up. So we're in twisting lunge now. Stay really active through the legs. Working that back leg towards straight. Working inner thighs towards one another. And then release. Straighten out through the left leg for extended pyramid pose. Forward fold over the left leg. Draw left hip back, right hip forward. Another full breath. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Shift forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Okay, breath to movement. We're gonna do some sun salutations. So on the inhale, step or float forward toward the front of the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Tall mountain inhale, rise up, and then we'll go right back to forward fold on the exhale. Hinging at the hips, reaching off to the side. Inhale, monkey. And exhale, step or float back through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 2 more rounds, so take a full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Full breath here, inhale. Exhale. Come forward, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Tall mountain, rise high, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, last time through. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One full breath. And then come down to a seat. Grab a drink. So have your strap handy if you think you're going to need it. If you'd like to bind, that strap can come in handy. We're going to extend the right leg long and take that left leg up and over the right. Stamp the left foot to the floor. And then we'll take the left hand out behind us, reach that right arm up. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and start to twist from the base of the spine. So keep the head in line with the spine and just start to shift the gaze as we deepen into the twist, looking out over the shoulder. You can hold here if you'd like. You can work toward a bind, reaching that right arm underneath the left leg. Maybe left arm reaches for the clasp of the hands. Or again, you can use a strap here if you'd like. Take 3 more breaths. And release from the twist. Let's take seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So extend both legs long. Connect your sitting bones to the floor. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Forward fold over the legs. So you can reach and clasp the hands, or you can take a strap around your feet. So working toward a long straight spine. So hinging from the hips, reaching the forehead toward the toes, shoulders away from the ears. Last full breath. And release. I'm going to bring that left leg up and over the right. Stamp the foot to the floor. Sorry, other one. So left leg extends, right foot up and over the left. Stamp the foot to the floor. Right hand out behind. Left arm reaches up. And then hook that elbow to the outside of the knee. Twist from the base of the spine. And then start to take the gaze toward over the right shoulder, chin toward the shoulder. You can stay here. You're welcome to work toward a bind if you want to deepen into the twist. Take that left hand underneath the right thigh. Maybe right hand reaches around for the clasp. Again, you can always take your strap here. Use your strap if you'd like. Okay, holding onto the strap with both hands. Take 3 more breaths here. And unwind. Extend your leg, just give it a little shake. All right, so go ahead and bring your left leg in and bend your right leg. We're gonna take, so you can have a strap if you want your strap. You can take your strap around your foot, extend the foot up, okay? Or you can interlace fingers around the foot and extend the legs towards straight. Good. Just keep that chest lifted. Nice. Good alignment. Okay, and we're going to take this into a twist. So if you have a strap around your foot, you're just going to hold on to the strap with the left hand. You're going to extend your right arm out behind you. If you don't have a strap, you'll just take your left hand, thumb faces down, take it to the outside of the foot, and then stay upright. So we're twisting again from the base of the spine. Start to look towards your left fingertips. Sorry, your right fingertips. Take 2 more breaths. Come back towards center. Good. Take that right leg to the floor. Interlace fingers around the left bottom of the left foot or strap around the bottom. And then lift that left leg up, working towards straight. Yeah, yep. Keep that chest lifted. No, so it's so switch legs. So your left leg is lifted. Is that right? Yeah. Is that opposite of what you did? Just do the opposite of what you did before. Make sure you even it out and get both sides. So if you're holding onto this strap, you'll take the strap into the right hand now. And you're gonna extend your left arm out behind you. If you're holding onto your foot, flip your hand and hold onto the outer edge of the foot. Keep your spine upright. 2 more breaths. And release. Good. All right, return to downward facing dog. We'll start to move into our twists and our standing postures. So take 3 more breaths in downward facing dog. Last inhale. Exhale. Lift the right leg. Step through to low lunge. Rise up to crescent lunge, nice and slow. Go ahead, keep that back heel lifted off the floor. Shoulders down away from the ears. We're gonna take this into a twist. So bring your left arm forward and your right arm back. So just like we did when we were standing in our mountain pose, you wanna keep the hips facing forward toward the front of the mat and in line with one another. Good. You can maybe take the gaze toward the back fingers. Squeeze your inner thighs toward one another. Good. And then we're just gonna take our right arm down, left arm up and over, and come into a warrior 2. Good. Nice transition. Now open the hips and the shoulders to the side. Get nice and low in that front leg, and then gaze out across the front fingertips. Take 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Exhale. All right, so straighten through the front leg, preparing for triangle pose. You're gonna start to reach forward. Bring that right hand to a block, shin, or floor. Okay, so one long line from your tailbone up through the crown of your head. So try and avoid dropping the head or the shoulder and stay extended. Take 1 more inhale. And then exhale, bring your left hand to the floor. What you're gonna do now for revolved triangle is you're gonna walk your left foot forward so your stance is shorter. Again, this is a great place for a block in our revolved triangle. So you can take your hand to a block or again to the floor, and then keeping the hips level, head in line with the spine, start to twist. Reach that right arm up, and then you can take your gaze and follow your fingertips. Work toward keeping the hips level. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Walk your left foot back so you're in a nice long, low lunge. Good. Step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up slowly. Keep that back heel lifted off the floor. Sink low into that front leg, nice adjustment. Shoulders away from the ears. Pinky finger spiraling in. Nice strong back leg. Vertical twist. So right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe looking back toward the left fingertips. Work toward keeping those hips squared to the front of the mat. It is a challenging posture on the balance, so if you need to take the gaze to the floor, that's fine. Last breath. I'm gonna bring the left arm down, right arm up and over. Come into warrior two. Good, adjust the hips so they're nice and open now. Shoulders nice and open. Sink low into that front leg, peek down so you can see your big toe. Strong back leg. Soft gaze. Another full breath. Good, straighten through that front leg. Shift forward, triangle pose. Left hand comes down to a block. The shin, only if it's very light pressure on the shin or the floor. Head stays in line with the spine. It's just an extension here, and the gaze rotates maybe toward the fingertips. Inhale and exhale, release your right hand to the floor. For a revolved triangle, walk your right foot forward. Right toes are gonna face slightly forward. Right hand comes to the block or the floor. Level your hips, draw that left hip back, right hip forward, and then start to reach your left arm up. Maybe looking toward the left fingertips or keeping the gaze on the floor. Last inhale, nice strong legs. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Walk the right foot back so you're in a strong or a long, low lunge. Good, step back plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And back to down dog, exhale. Full breath here. Let's flow breath to movement. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, vertical twist. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse triangle, so straighten through the front leg, up and back. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, hands to your heart, prayer squat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, heels behind toes, hinge at the hips, Paschimottanasana, come all the way down. I'm gonna take another twist here. Inhale, halfway lift, right hand either on a block or on the floor. Left arm reaches up. Keep your hips level, left hip down, in line with the right, and then reach that left arm further up. Inhale. Exhale, switch it out, left hand to the floor or a block. Inhale, right arm up. Right hip down, right arm up. Really deep in the twist when you keep those hips level. Inhale. Exhale, release. Walk your hands forward to the front of your mat. Heel toe your foot out to the outer edge of the right side of your mat, and then step your left foot to meet your right, or to wide for a wide squat. All right, elbows to knees, hands to heart. Reach through the crown of the head, lower the shoulders away from the ears, press the elbows into the knees. Inhale. Good, we're gonna take it into a twist. So right arm, right hand to the floor. Inhale, that, sweep that left arm up. Hold here. And then option to take the left hand toward the right hip, okay, for a half bind. Or you can take the full bind, reaching that right arm around the right knee and clasping the hands. Just stay upright. Okay, try to avoid hunching to get the clasp. So let go of the clasp if you're hunched over like this, and instead lift and look up. And then we'll switch sides. So take your left hand to the outer edge of your mat or to the floor, and then sweep the right arm up. Keep the hips low. Keep the head in line with the spine. And then option for right hand to left hip, okay, half bind, or full bind, reach that left arm around the left knee, maybe clasping the fingertips, okay? But don't take the bind if you're gonna sacrifice the spine, okay? So if you're hunching over or feel any discomfort or the head is out of line with the spine and you're doing something funky like this, let go of the hands and just take that hand back to the floor. Okay, take one more breath and unwind. Plant your hands on the floor, bring your feet in closer to one another, and we're gonna take Bakasana crow pose. So plant your hands, bring your knees high up on the backs of the arms, look forward, maybe lift the toes off the floor. If you have a block, you can use the block to help you get your feet a little bit higher in preparation for crow pose. So you can come up onto your block and then your knees are already in the backs of your arms and you don't have as far to lift your feet off the floor. So that's just a nice tool if you have it and are working on getting into crow pose. Nice, good. Awesome. Now from here, just walk back to downward facing dog. Take a couple little petals of the leg. One more full breath. And then take the left leg high. Back to our flow. Step through. Crescent inhale. And then vertical twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Just spiral those arms open. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten through that front leg, up and back. Exhale, triangle pose. Hinge forward, reach arms in opposite directions. And then inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, prayer squat. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, heels behind toes, standing straddle splits, hinge at the hips, come forward with a long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, walk your hands toward the front of your mat and then heel toe your left foot to the left. And then from here, walk your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Squat down just for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last breath. Okay, in the spirit of twists and arm balances, we're gonna work on side crow today. So bring your feet toward the center of your mat. Okay, we're gonna twist in both directions. And again, you can use your block if you'd like to get a little bit of height before we go into the posture. So let's twist to the right first. So you can just walk your feet to the edge of your mat so you have space to put your hands on your mat. And then you're gonna find a deep twist. So start to walk your hands all the way around and get your shoulders right over your wrists. Good. And so this is great, nice deep twist you can hold here. If you wanna work into the arm balance, you're gonna take your left knee or your right knee high up onto the back of your left arm, lift your hips, and then start to lift your toes off the floor. Or not. So another variation that you can practice for a little more support is to place your left knee on the back of your right arm and your right hip on the back of your right arm. Wait, right knee, left arm, right hip, right arm. Okay, and then you can come to rest your hip on the back of your arm and then rock your feet off the floor. It's a little more supported, but it's a little deeper into the twist. So it just depends what you're working on in your body. So deepening into the twist, you can practice that variation, working a little more on your arm strength and your core strength, work on full side crow without the hip on the knee, on the elbow, sorry. So go ahead and switch sides. So come back towards center, walk your feet to the right edge of your mat, and then twist deeply to the left. Plant your hands, and then get your shoulders right over your wrists. And then we're gonna take that left knee to the top of the right arm, and then maybe rock the feet off the floor for side crow. And also practice the variation with the hip on the elbow. So you can take your left hip to your left elbow and then rest your hip onto your elbow and lift the toes off the floor. Okay, so lots of variations to practice with. And then let's go ahead and come to a seat. We'll take another seated twist, and then we'll come back to do our standing twisting postures, balancing postures. I'm gonna take half lotus twist. So you can bring your right foot to your left hip. If you have a strap and can't reach the foot, you can place that strap around the right foot. And then we're gonna twist left hand to right knee, right hand out behind, or right hand to strap for the bind, or right hand to right foot. Just sit nice and upright. And look out over the right shoulder. Take 3 more breaths. Unwind, and we'll switch sides. So bring that right leg to the floor, left foot to right hip for half lotus on the other side. And then strap comes onto the foot if you want it. Right hand comes to left knee. Left hand reaches out and sets on the floor behind your hip, or takes hold of the strap, or takes hold of the foot. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. So once again, if you take the bind and it's sacrificing your spine, so you're hunched over or in any position where the shoulders aren't over the hips, or you're leaning back or forward, just back off the bind. 3 more breaths. Unwind, and come into downward facing dog. Take 3 more breaths in downward facing dog. Then we'll return to our flow and move into some balancing postures on our feet. Take 1 more breath. All right, right leg high, step through. Inhale to crescent. Exhale to vertical twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale up and around to warrior 2. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Up and back, use your core. Exhale, half moon, step onto your right foot. Lift your left foot back behind you. If you can peek back and take your gaze off the floor, you should be able to see your toes. So try and avoid kicking your foot back. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. And then from here, we're gonna come into revolved half moon. So what you're gonna do is take your left hip, lower it down so it's in line with your right. Your toes are gonna face the floor. Take your left hand to the floor or to a block. And then twisting. From here, keep those hips level, start to reach your right arm up. Really challenging pose, revolved half moon. Not my favorite, but it's a good one to practice. Take another full breath. Bring your right hand to the floor just for support, and then you're gonna come to a stand. Try and keep that left foot off the floor if you can. Okay, we're gonna come into tree pose. So bring that left foot to your right inner thigh, or your calf or the floor. Just avoid your knee, hands to your heart, or arms up. Any arm variation is welcome, whatever is comfortable and grounding for you. Draw the tailbone down, engage through the core and then start to draw the left knee open as much as possible. So you're really engaged through your glute and your hip. Those arms are up. We're active through the fingers, but we're relaxed through the shoulders. Try and relax your jaw and let your gaze be very soft. Maybe even a little blurry. Your eyes are just really relaxed. So an equal effort, or an equal mix of effort and ease here. Finding that lift, but finding the softness as well. Last full breath. Okay, last push on this leg. If you can, keep that left leg lifted. We're gonna take Revolved Dancer. So you're gonna bring your left foot behind you and you're gonna reach your right hand toward your left foot. Good. You can always use a strap here if you need to. And then we'll reach the left arm up. And then we're gonna kick the left foot into the right hand. Keep your chest lifted. Just 3 more breaths. Last breath. Release. Good. Just wiggle out your feet. If you have a strap, you're gonna take your strap. We're gonna take revolved hand to foot pose. If you don't need your strap, you don't have to use it, but you'll take your little loop and you're gonna bring it onto your left foot. Okay, so go ahead and bring your leg to 90. So if you don't have a strap and you can't extend your leg, no worries. Just take your right hand to your left knee and you're gonna extend your left arm back, okay? Revolved big knee pose. If you have a strap and wanna use it, you're gonna take your strap into your right hand, extend your leg long, extend your left arm back. If you don't have a strap and can extend your leg, you'll take your right hand, flip it, hold on to the outer edge of your left foot, and extend your foot forward, your leg forward, and twist. Lots of options, variations. Take the one that works for you. The one where you can keep your head over your shoulders over your hips. You're twisting from the base of the spine. Just take one more breath here. And release. Good. Give it a little shake. We'll take those poses on the other side. So let's start from downward facing dog so we can come back to our flow. So just step into down dog and take 3 breaths. All right, left leg inhale, step through, exhale. Crescent inhale, vertical twist, exhale, right arm forward. Sweep it up and around, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Reverse triangle, inhale. Triangle, exhale. Reverse triangle, inhale. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, maybe peek back at your toes. If they're swaying off behind you, make sure they come back into your eye line. Last inhale. Exhale, revolved half moon. Bring that right hip in line with the left, right toes face down, right hand to the floor or to a block. Keep your hips level, twisting from the base of the spine. Start to lift that left arm up, maybe take the gaze up. 2 more breaths. Left hand down toward the floor, and then come up to tree pose. Right foot to left calf, ankle or inner thigh, hands to heart or arms reaching up. So again, if you find that your tailbone's sticking out, try and draw it down toward the mat. This will help engage you through your core. Once we're nice and upright, start to draw that right knee back. So you're engaging through your glute and hip. Shoulders away from the ears. Find that balance of effort and ease. So get nice and slow and steady in your breath, soft in your face, soft in your gaze. Active through your arms, active through your legs. Last full breath. Revolved Dancer. Take your left hand, reach around for the inside of your right foot. Extend your right arm up and start to kick your foot into your hand. Try and keep your chest lifted. Good, really nice alignment. Looks good. Release. Good. Nice focus. Nice balance. Okay. Take your strap if you have it, if you want it. Stand onto your left leg. Place your strap around your foot. Okay, if you have your strap and are going to extend the leg, you're going to hold onto the strap with the left hand, okay, so that you can reach your right arm back. Or you can take big knee pose. Take your left hand onto your right knee, leg at 90, reach back. Or you take your left hand, flip it, take hold of the outer edge of the right foot, maybe extend that leg. Work toward keeping your hips level, twisting from the base of the spine. Maybe the gaze travels back toward the back fingertips. Hold here for 3 more breaths. Last full breath. Release. Good, wiggle out your feet or your legs. And then come down to a seat. Okay, bring your feet flat to the floor and lower down onto your back. Let's come into bridge pose. Press into your heels, hands to the floor. Lift your hips off the floor. Last inhale. Exhale, lower down. All right, you can take half for full belly twisting posture. For full belly twisting posture, you're gonna lift both of your legs up toward the sky. For half, you're gonna bring your legs into 90 degrees. Bring your arms to capital T, palms face down, and then very slowly get a little core work in here. Start to release your legs to the right. If you're taking full belly twisting posture, and you can bind your toes with your right hand. If you're in half, you can place your right hand on top of your left knee. Look to the left and take 3 deep belly breaths. Let the belly expand as you inhale. Bring the air all the way down. And then as you exhale, contract your core. Pull your belly button back towards your spine. 2 more of those. If you're bound, place your right hand back on the floor and start to bring your legs back towards center and to the left. If you're in half belly twisting pose, take your right hand to your right knee. If you're in full belly twisting pose, you can take your right hand or your left hand to your toes or your feet and then look to the right. Another deep belly breath. Place your left hand on the floor. Bring your legs back up towards center. Separate your knees and feet. Come into happy baby. And just rock side to side. Come back towards center. Hug your knees into your chest. And a nice compression here. Really tight squeeze if you can. Pressing your tailbone, low back down onto the floor, keeping your shoulders grounded on the floor. Last full breath here. Extend your legs long. Arms come to rest by your side. Feet fall open. Take up space if you have it. Palms face up. Move around, wiggle, get out all the kinks and tension. And then work your way into full relaxation and stillness. Let go of your breath. Just come back to your natural rhythm. Relax the jaw and relax the forehead. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, roll wrists and ankles. Work toward a full stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, and then rolling onto the side. Take a final moment here to acknowledge your practice. Set an intention for your day. And then come all the way up to a seat. Bring hands to the heart. One final breath together. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste.